guys, it's Archie from Archie's Orchids. I don't know if you can see me under all of these jungle leaves, but I will do my best to stay in frame. So today we'll be doing a repotting of a bulbophyllum saltatorium variation albociliatum synonym bulbophyllum calamarianum variation albociliatum. Mouthful, I know. But before I do that, I just want a quick word about, you probably know what the situation, what's going on with Rachel from Gardening Note Duenza. If you haven't heard, she's had a very, very sad and tragic thing happen in her family. I'm not going to say any more about that, but what I will say is the reason why I haven't made a sympathy video is because I feel like her privacy is more important than my sympathy. She knows that I give my condolences via another medium, if you like, but now that she's announced what's happened, I'm comfortable with saying that we are so terribly heartbroken. The whole community of Orchids, all Collection Anonymous, all of the members on there, they're just so distraught for you, and we cannot be sorry enough about it, and we really just hope that you and your family are okay. And don't rush to make videos, Rachel. Don't feel like you have a duty to fulfill by entertaining us. Take your time, it's your life, you do what you need to do. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that note. So without further ado, I'm going to do a repotting now of this bulbophyllum. Ronja, the lady that sent me those plants from Germany, she commented on one of my videos. Try hold the camera more steady because I'm getting feel like I'm on a roller coaster, and not in a good way. So hopefully this is better. I'm actually bothering to use my tripod this time. Even I spent like £300 on this tripod because I'm a very materialistic person, and I'm going to use it. So yeah, right. I'll bring you into the bulbo now. Alright, so this is the plant, bulbophyllum. You know what I said, I'll do the tag thing on screen. Sorry, editing Archie, more work for you. But yeah, so this is the plant. As you can see here, let's just do a brief rundown of this, because this may help some people with their repotting. You can see we have leaf material on this side, and a few smaller leaves on this side. In the middle, we just have moss. So my plan is to make a cut down there. That's also a good way if you want to know about the F word, which I'm not worried about with this one. This one's fine. But yeah, so I'm going to pot these two up as a back bulb, and I'll probably give them on to someone or sell them on. So you can always let me know when you want something of mine, and I will just say, well, not at the moment, it's not big enough, give it a year or two. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead. But this one, I'll let it grow for a bit, and if anyone wants it, then you can pay me for it. Yeah, okay. So, first thing we'll be doing is cutting off this spike. Alright, so I'll bring you in a bit. That just downs my exposure a little bit, so I'll just bring that back up. I can't, oh well. So, just bulbophyllums don't really bloom. No, they don't at all bloom from old spikes unless they're like carunculatum. Oh, it just snapped anyway, but yeah. So just take the spike off, look, and just discard that. We don't need that. Alright, so we'll back out now. Next thing to do would be to unpot this plant. So yeah, let's get on to that. Keep the tag, even though I can't really read it. Just take this out of the pot. As you can see that this is growing in that coconut medium, which I don't like, but you can see it works well with bulbophyllum. See, there's lush roots. So I'm just going to tangle this off. Give it a smell as well. Yep, that's smelling mushroomy, so that media is decomposing. Now, you can quite clearly see here, the centre bit has not got any foliage, if you like, on it. So what I'm just going to do is from this leaf here, just take that off here. Alright, and that just leaves me with this bulb, these two bulbs which are rotten, so they can go over there. And this plant, or this section here, that was so posh, this section here, which will make another plant for me, so that one will go there. Oh, I did it again, there. I don't really... usually, yeah, you would wash off these roots, but I'm not in the place and I don't have time. So I'm not going to worry about that, unless I have any water standing in here that I can use now. No. Oh, posh again. Alright, so yeah, that will do. This plant will go back into this pot, because that pot is suitable. Let me just discard of this old media here, and I'll be back with the new media. This moss, I like to keep the green stuff that's on top. I think it looks quite nice on top of pots. Some people hate it, I love it. So I'm just collecting up those bits and putting over there. And obviously, guys, you know the portical bulbophyllum's moisture-loving plants. You can almost say wet, but don't. So a nice sized glob of moss. Now that's probably too much because I'm not going to be using that much mix. Bulbophyllums you can put solely in moss, but moss is expensive. So's bark actually, Orchiata I use now, and that's about £30 per 40 litre bag, which is enough to do this greenhouse once. So £30 for the whole greenhouse, not too bad actually. But if you're thinking generally you just have a few plants, £30 might be a bit little steep. So good glob of moss. My Orchiata is right down in the corner here, and my greenhouse is cramp AF. So let me just fill this basket with Orchiata here. Ow! There's a spider in there. I think that might be a false widow. Ooh. Oh well, life goes on. Right, so yeah, back again. So Orchiata goes. Oh shit! Orchiata goes in there. Mix it up. Break up the moss if you like, because long strands are a pain in the ass to mix in with bark. Well, at least in my experience, they are anyway. Actually, I want more moss to bark ratio than this. That's just the way I like my pot mix to be. My pot mix? That sounds like I'm growing drugs, which I am not. I'd like to have you know. So yeah, just break this up. Actually, that's not too bad. I got a cool little story from today as well whilst I'm doing this. Yesterday I got an email from my school email saying that there's these two boys in my class, Ed and George, and they won the National Science Competition for the Young Scientist of the Year award because they did this experiment. Adam Rogers, this will interest you. Do birds have a favourite colour? And they are like these top levels, like scientists basically. They're in my set. I'm in top set, which is the highest set you can go. So I'll be doing the highest paper, hopefully getting A stars across the board. Doubt that will happen. But yeah, they did this experiment about do birds have a favourite colour, and it's really interesting actually because they found out that most birds in the winter are attracted to a red bird feeder because berries, and also blue. That's why if you're in America, the Hudson River accident with the plane, that was a bird strike, and birds find blue the most vibrant. I'm really sorry about that. My camera ran out of memory. But anyway, I was saying the bird strike that caused the plane in Hudson to come down. I've got hiccups now. God damn it. Was a bird strike, so birds are most attracted to the colour blue. That's what the experiment concluded. Anyway, that's not the story. The story was, I got an email yesterday saying that the BBC Points West is my local news service, but the BBC are coming in to record students watching their presentation. They were presenting it to the class, which is 20 selected students. Now I was selected because obviously I'm not the best. And to watch this talk. And basically, yeah, they filmed us, and then I got to ask a question live, not live, but on camera, and I don't know if it'll be featured, but if it does get featured, or you can see me in any parts of it, I will put a video of it on. So yeah, so basically that's what's happening. So we have the media here, nicely mixed, and oh, I love that media, it's quite nice. The funny story is what just happened is I went on and potted up the plant and not realising the memory had gone. So yeah, this is the plant here. I'm just going to pop moss in the bottom, just so it helps with the wicking of the water, and then just backfill it. Now have the newest growth pointing this way into the pot, so obviously it grows in the pot, but you should know that by now. I don't need to go over that, do I? That's beginners stuff. But then again, I don't want to discriminate. Some of you may be beginners, which is totally cool because we were all there once. Technically, I'm still a beginner. But yeah, that's gone into the pot for some reason, and I will just push that back in, put the media around, just give it a pat down and make sure that it's not going to come out. No, just put that in there like that. So that's that one done. Don't forget my favourite touch. I don't know why I keep going like to Nigella Lawson voice mode today. It's an addiction. Sumptuously delicious moss. Just a sprinkling of pepper. Oh, sorry, I don't know what happened with me. Alright, so we have that one done. Looking decent again. Because I like the look of longevity and old. So that's why I like the moss. Now I have to now I have to find a pot suitable for this. This bulb's about to break off, so just break that off. So I'll just put this one up separately and these ones up separately, and we'll see what happens. I don't need these old rotted bulbs really either, to just take those off, put them down there. So we have these two bits, which you don't need to see me pot up. So yeah, that about wraps up the video, guys. So yeah, okay. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up, do the subscribe, do all of those rating things. And if you want a piece of this when it's grown in a year or two, then just hit me up. Alright, see you later.